I can't hear you.
We go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
I can
Now,
hear
now,
you now.
now we fixed it. We fixed the problem. So yeah, welcome everybody to the American Magpie. Big up to everybody coming on. Apologize, my mic wasn't on. Uh, it is midnight right now in the UK, 6 p.m. in the United States of America. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you're new, and we're gonna talk about this full-time review, man. We beat Fulham like a stepchildren yesterday, and I love it. It took us a little bit, but we got it done at the end, and it was a really good performance by Newcastle yesterday. It ended up being that way at least, and so again, big up everybody, and we're gonna get into this, man, right now. How are you, Lewis? How is the good old Newcastle city or town, the tune treating you over there? What's the
It's
weather,
fine.
man?
It's actually sorry. 1 second. Hey Google, change temperature to Fahrenheit. If you set up voice. 1 second.
Okay, no, you're good. You're good, man. Don't worry about that, man. I was just
It,
introducing.
it is 13 degrees Celsius.
Well, 15 degrees. Yeah, still, you know, that must be that. That's cold. That's cold. That's got to be cold. Um, but bro, what are your thoughts on Newcastle United, man? We finally won. We got it done. But regardless, it was a little bit. We couldn't finally score in the first half, part of the second half. But regardless, we made it worthwhile at the end. We made it happen, bro. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's actually. I think that red card helped us in the
Oh yeah,
20th minute.
yeah.
Definitely a red card.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, I don't think it was a red card. Um, and I have to keep it, I have to keep it honest to my with myself rather.
Mhm.
I think that yes, they did help us in a sense. Actually, to be fair though, I mean they got the red card, but it's not like we scored right after. I mean we were trying and trying because
Mhm.
just because you have one player more than the other team doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the match. You still got to do a lot, and plus they were more than likely going to sit back a little bit and try to counterattack, which they were looking to do, and in some instances, they took advantage of the spaces. Not really a lot of danger when it came to Fulham, but regardless, we have some positives and negatives of this
Yeah.
match, of course, because we got some injuries. Big Joe Linton comes out with an injury, and Fabian
Mhm.
Schär comes out with an injury. That's a big deal right now for the Magpies. And then the good thing is that we get Dan Burn back. We got Sven Botman coming back. He played a
Mhm.
couple of minutes, but regardless, man, we just basically we're trading players at this point. Like we're not. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix it,
Yeah.
but man, it's just a bad run with injuries.
Yeah, I said one of the other YouTubers who I watch, and that it was like we said, like we get it's like two steps forward, 4 steps back with the injuries.
Yeah, yeah,
But like as we know, at least we're out of Europe. Unfortunately, that's going to help us in the long term.
yeah. That is true. I mean, to a certain extent, it's. I mean, regardless, though, man, I just wish we didn't have so many injuries. I feel like we could we can use some good luck. I don't even think that we have bad luck anymore. I think we have none, which is even worse. Um, but I mean, when it comes to this match in particular, though, you know, the whole time we were just in control of the match. I would say.
Yeah,
Um,
I
I
hope
don't think
them
it was a
like
doubt.
yeah, I hope them videos okay. What I sent to you.
Huh? Oh yeah, no, yeah, you were great, man, with those videos. I appreciate that. So we haven't uploaded them yet. Need to find the right time to do it, but. But yeah, one of the players that really played the best game all match long was Bruno
Bruno,
Guimaraes. Yeah,
yeah,
Bruno Guimaraes
Bruno.
was all
Yeah.
over the pitch. He contributed to that one goal, the first goal by Miley. Scoring for the
Oh,
first time in St. James's Park. That's
mhm.
that's a big deal.
I tell you something about Lewis. You he also has a brother who plays for the under 21s, who's actually young, who's actually older than him.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you look at his shirt when you watch the highlights again, look at his shirt because he has L. Miley.
Mm,
That's because his brother also plays for the under 21s.
yeah, yeah, I
Under
didn't
21s
know
and
that.
23s. That it's complicated. That.
Yeah, no, 100%. I didn't know
Yeah.
that at all.
Mhm.
But yeah, Emil Kraft came on as well when Fabian Shark was off. I thought that Votman was going to be coming on, but for that position, but he ended up playing on the left side where Dan Burn was at, or usually
Mhm.
plays. Actually, I believe that with I think Dan Burn was playing center back for a while
I
after
think he
Fabian.
was. I
Yeah,
can't. To be fair, I can't remember. It was just like one of those things you just go like, "What the hell's going on here?"
yeah, 100%. Callum Wilson wasn't a great match. Wasn't the greatest match for him. Um, but Isak, he didn't come in, which was kind of, I thought he was going to. I want to give him some time, but yeah, he's not. I believe, now thinking about it, I think that it could be that the 80 is resting players uh
For
for
Tuesday,
for Tuesday, which is
tomorrow,
basically 2 days
tomorrow,
of 2 days of
tomorrow
rest.
for me. Yeah,
Yeah, so
tomorrow,
2 days of
tomorrow for
rest.
me, 3 days for you.
Yeah, yeah, and so got to give him some rest and let him get better. I think that Isak, but in this case, he will be well rested
Hmm.
because he played a halftime after probably played 30 minutes, 25 minutes against Milan. He didn't play against Fulham, and so he should be well rested by the time we play Chelsea. Which, by the way, we will have a match preview tomorrow, and of course the watch along, and then the post match reaction to that. At this point in time, we're playing a lot of games, so we got to stream almost every day. Won't do anything on Friday because I know Saturday we got the watch along again against Luton Town. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up, and of course on Top FC TV too, man. Stay tuned for that one because we always got all kinds of stuff tomorrow. Football tonight. It's probably gonna be really late for you, but it's 7 p.m. or so here.
Yeah.
But
To be fair,
regardless,
I
yeah,
might after this I might go to bed.
yeah, no, no, yeah, for real, yeah. I mean, feel free anytime. You got a head, man. Go ahead and I'll hold it down. No big deal. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was a really good, nice match yesterday. Get back to winning days. Get back to good performance for the team. I think that was it was great. It was great to see it, and I
Hmm.
know that Fulham had scored 10 goals in their last two matches. We talked
Hmm.
about it, so it's not like they were just cruising. Now, given like you said, the foul on the red card on Raul Jimenez uh, was kind of a help, or it would
Yeah.
help later
Like
on. But to be fair with you, it's not like he was ejected and
yeah,
that we won. So
yeah. But do you know the reason why he got sent off?
what was that?
Because it's like you was so high and he hit the player's head. It's like dangerous foul play. You could have like
Yeah,
literally broke. Like people were saying you could have broke his neck.
yeah, but I
Because the
mean, to be
whiplash.
fair with you, it's I don't think it should have been. A yellow card is just enough. It's just good enough. I don't think it was a red card. I mean, because the only reason why I say this because it would be easy for me to say, no Newcastle fan is going to go against me. Uh, if I say it is a red card, whatever. But the only reason why I say it's not, number one, I believe it that it's not. And if it was against the Newcastle player, and I would be upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would question it. So that's the only reason why I say that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Um, Again, we still had a lot of football to play, and we were able to play it and beat them the right way, which was great. Great to see. Of course, the problem with Newcastle is not winning away from home. That's not the problem. I mean, at home rather, at home. It's a problem is going away. Um, Against Chelsea is going to be a tough match
Mm-hmm.
at the Stamford Bridge. It's always, but regardless, I think that we can beat them, and maybe with Isak being rested, maybe that's what he needed. Um, Sven Botman's coming back, so maybe he could, you know, get some playing time. Lascelles is looking a little bit, I don't know, shaky in some areas. So, I mean, Lewis Hall played on this one as well.
Well, you
Um,
didn't. But he didn't start. He came on for Joe Linton.
yeah, and Lewis Hall came on for Anthony Gordon at the
Yeah,
84th minute. Yeah.
yeah. I got confused. 'Cause you said Lewis. Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, I get confused with Lewis Miley as well. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
But what I'm saying is like, well, maybe Lewis Miley will get a start as well. Who knows? Maybe we can get him in. The problem is that anytime, any day. Well, right now, if you got Joe Linton, if you got um, Bruno Guimaraes, and if you got Longstaff, then that should be your starting midfield, right? But I have a problem with. I think the biggest problem for us right now is losing Joe Linton because he
Yeah.
is a machine, both defensively, offensively, uh, anywhere. He is anywhere and everywhere, and I think that he is a big miss on the midfield if we don't have him. I think he's going to be really, really tough to replace. To a certain extent, we got, of course, we got players like Bruno Guimaraes, who's been terrific, amazing, but it's really, really tough. Really, really tough. Big up Newcastle stand. My man Jay right here says Joe Linton out for 3 weeks. Is that confirmed? Well, not yet, probably, but
But if that's 3 weeks, that's not too bad, Len.
it's not too bad. But
It's
to
bad.
be fair with you, the risk is Tuesday. It is the competition that Newcastle fans want to win, and the competition that Newcastle as a club is focused on. You know what I'm saying? They might want to say it, they might not say it, but it is what it is. The competition that we are focused on is the Carabao Cup, and more probably later on is going to be the FA Cup, and finishing top 4, top 5, top 6. That could be another objective, but I think it's a big deal that we don't, that we lose Joe Linton for Tuesday because Chelsea, it is at the end of the day, they are a young team. They got a lot of football left to play. They got to play, so they can get used to the manager. And the more they do that, and the more they do, they get wins like they did against who did they play against? Chelsea. Regardless, they won again, so it helps them. And by the time we get to play on Tuesday, it's not going to be the same match at St. James's Park where we beat them 4-1. It's not going to be the same match. They still got a lot of young, talented players and other players as well, like Cole Palmer, and then my guy. I really liked him. I rated him, Sterling. So you know what I mean. You still got to be careful. And so, and let's not forget that for a certain period of time, we played with a man up. It was Reece James's fault, so it doesn't matter. But it's going to be a tough match, bro. But we must win. That's a must win for us. Jessica Noble, man, big up Jessica. She's a moderator right now for the channel. Yeah, I heard about that.
I know Jessica.
Oh yeah,
I went to college with her.
Oh wow.
But college philosophy, because obviously university for us is your college. After high school,
man.
you go. Yeah, I went to. You know, Jessica, I haven't seen you for a while. How you doing?
Big up, Jessica, man. Big up, big up. Newcastle stand. Jay says it's confirmed. Wow, well, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good at all. And if it is confirmed, then we got to figure something out. We got midfielders. Jessica says hello, Lewis. By the way, she's high five right there. It's if it is confirmed that I mean we got midfielders, right? I mean we got midfielders to kind of replace him. We got Lewis Miley, who's more than likely going to play, kind of like the match against Fulham. But regardless, man, it is a tough loss to not have Joe Linton. He is a different type of player that we're going to miss 100%. And man, that's tough to deal with. It is tough to deal with. So yeah, big up Jessica, man. And Jay says Elliot Anderson may be back for Nottingham Forest. So that's like basically three matches from now.
2 matches.
Right? Well, we got Chelsea, then we got Luton, and then we got Nottingham Forest.
Three matches. So
3 matches.
Does he 2 because obviously he'll be back for the Forest game. That's the 3rd game he's not missing that game.
Yeah, well, so 2. Yeah, he'll miss the next 2. Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, and that would be good to see what he's doing. But you know what I mean. We got to be honest with ourselves, and I think that the match that we care about at this point is Tuesday. You know what I mean? I think that for most Newcastle fans, that's a must win. And we might meet Liverpool in the final, so that's
Mm-hmm.
you know we meet up against Manchester United last season. This is a much better team than that Manchester United last
Mm-hmm.
last season. Liverpool. I'm
I
talking
guess
about
you could,
Liverpool.
like, also the Carabao Cup final. I guess we could also first in the final if it happens. We
Who?
could get Middlesbrough.
Well, Middlesbrough. That's sort of a derby kind of, but I mean,
Yeah, that's it. Like, it's like a derby, but it's not a derby because people class it a derby. Some people don't. I do class it a derby because it's still technically a northeast team.
yeah. But I will say this though, I'd rather have Middlesbrough over Liverpool any time of the
Yeah,
week, any time of the
yeah.
day. So I mean, you need to get him. We need to get them. Hopefully, they beat Liverpool. I don't know how that's going to happen. Michael Carrick is coaching that team, and to some people, he's been coaching them well. They're still low in the table, so in the championship. So I'm not 100% on that. But regardless, yeah, that's a big point right there, Elliot Anderson. Big up to Newcastle stand that brings that nice piece of news. But I would like to know if I can ask the people in the chat. Well, first of all, smash the like button. Let's get to as many likes that way more Magpies get involved. But I want to know your opinion. If you are watching right now, let me know what your thoughts are on this match against Fulham that we beat them 3-0. Do you think that the red card was a big deal? Do you think that it doesn't matter. We deserve to win and we want it, or do you think that we need improvements? What are your thoughts right now? If you are a Newcastle fan watching this stream right now, I want to read your comments. I want to chat with you. I want to interact with you. I want to know what your thoughts on this match against Fulham. And so we'll see. We got Newcastle standard says West Ham can beat. It's West Ham. Okay. Wait. So how many teams are left? That shouldn't be. Wait.
Because this is the quarterfinals.
Oh, so there's yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because
So let me see.
there's
Okay,
only
yeah.
because
So
the
so
quarterfinals is a one leg, and then
mhm.
the semi-final is a two leg.
Yeah, so we got actually yes, we got 8 teams left. Everton, Fulham, that's gonna be a good one. I'd rather have Fulham than Everton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% on how we play away or at home. I'm not 100%. So we got to. You guys might know. I don't know how that works. But Port Vale, I want them over Middlesbrough any day. Um, but they're gonna play Middlesbrough. More than likely, Middlesbrough is gonna beat Port Vale. But Chelsea, Newcastle, of course, we got to beat them tomorrow. In Liverpool, West Ham. West Ham could
Mm-hmm.
beat, like to your point, Newcastle stand. They could beat Liverpool. I'm not 100% that Liverpool is really interested in this competition. They might play, backup guys because they got the Europa League going, and obviously the Premier League is just a tournament in itself, and it is, and they have the pressure to actually winning it, and of course they also have the pressure of winning the Europa League. So I think
Mm-hmm.
that, and they got the FA Cup coming up, so I don't think they'd rather risk injuries. Hopefully they put a backup line. Um, I think that West Ham, they're still in the Europa League, I believe,
Yeah,
uh, and so they
the
got that they got
they
that to
won the
focus
group.
as well. Right. They got that to focus as well. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, they could beat Liverpool, West Ham, from that, I think we'd rather have West Ham United. I mean, I think that we would rather have them than Liverpool at this point in time. But yeah, we got one team ahead of us, and that's Chelsea. And then again, tomorrow's live stream later on, we'll talk about that in depth. We're gonna do the match preview, Chelsea Newcastle at the Stamford Bridge. But listen, the game against yesterday, bro. Let me know. I mean, you're a very positive guy when it comes to Newcastle. You really think that we're doing well, and we are. But in that the same way, I asked the people watching to give me their full time thoughts on yesterday's match against Fulham. Do you think that we need to better something? What are your thoughts on the team, man? Are we just perfect? Tell me.
I don't think we're perfect at the minute. I think we just need a couple more players to come in.
Right.
I think Dubravka is not good enough.
Mm.
After the Everton game and this Tottenham Hotspur game,
Yeah.
he's not that good enough. he's okay as a backup for a couple of, for like 1 game or 2 games, but not until the end of the season. And then probably I would try and get another backup striker, because obviously if we only have Callum Wilson and Alexander Isaac, if they both get injured, we only have really Anthony Gordon, who's not really a striker, and we're back to square one again.
Yeah,
Just a couple of players to come in, and
yeah, that is true.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah. Stu MC says 1998 Arsenal, 1999 Man United, 2 back-to-back FA Cup final losses for us. 2023 and 2024 back-to-back EFL Cup final losses. No, man, don't say that, man. You know what I mean? Don't say that. Yeah, that loss against Arsenal, the one that on Man United, that was tough to watch. And to be fair with you, because I think that well, I wasn't really watching football at the time, but I rewatched the game and did research on it, but just rewatching the game is good enough for me. We had a lot of opportunities to win that one, and that's the part that sucks. You know, the part that always sucks is that. And remember, at the time, 1999 and 1998, the big four in English football was Newcastle, was Manchester United, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Newcastle United. In that top four, Tottenham were non-existent, and Chelsea non-existent, Manchester City non-existent. You know, look at how the tables have turned. That right now we're really out of the conversation. People are talking about us now, but you know, it's been a lot of time, and for them, the moment when they said, okay, we need to have a big seven, and Newcastle's got to be in that talk, then of course that would be amazing. But it's going to take a lot of work for us to get to that point. And regardless, I don't think that we're going to lose against whoever. I mean, you know, we need to go out there. I mean, it could happen. You know, at the end of the day, we just don't know. We don't even know who we would play. So it's uh,
Mhm.
it's kind of uh, empty debate. But at the end of the day, I think that every single focus, everybody in the team, fans included, everybody should be focusing on the Carabao Cup. I think that's got to be the number one objective for everybody that thinks Newcastle when they wake up. I
Yeah,
mean, that has to be it's trophy. We are thirsty of trophies, and it is a trophy that might not mean much to most people or to some people, especially the people that are that have a lot of players and that are competing for other titles. But for us, we need to get that to take that thirst away of winning titles. So I think that would be amazing. Jessica Noble says, I think we were fabulous for the Fulham game. We got beat by Tottenham game. We got out of the Champions League by Milan, and I think we could be top in the Premier League table. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think it could be possible. I think that again, I've been saying this for a long time. Um, I think that we are fighting for the fourth, fifth, or sixth spot. If we finish below that, um, I will have some reservations, and because it's not about always just being seventh, eighth, 10th, 11th, and nothing matters. No, we need to try to finish. That's got to be our objective. Finishing fourth, fifth, sixth. That's a good season for Newcastle, and of course competing for the side cups that are always help fill up
yeah.
the trophy
As
cabinet.
with the Carabao Cup, I would quite be winning the Carabao Cup, but finishing eighth.
Yeah.
Only reason is if we win the Carabao Cup, we get a place in Europa Conference League.
Mm,
What
yeah.
is like? I mean, we be in Europe. That's all. That's the benefit. We want to be playing in Europe. We'll be playing teams in like Azerbaijan, Tajikistan, like places
Hmm.
like there.
Yeah.
But
No, yeah, I get that.
mhm.
Um, yeah, that's a good point you bring up. That it would help us. I think winning a title would make people look away from the table. I still want to, finish. And I think eighth is a little bit harsh for Newcastle. I think that if we want to be, in that mix, we got to finish higher than that. But Jessica Noble says Newcastle are back in the Premier League in the points. Um, yeah. I mean, winning points is a big deal. Winning points is a must, and we certainly have done that in this match in particular. See that the thing that we need to get better at, or at this point, is winning those must-win matches. And what that means is let me go back to the Newcastle schedule, because I think we have an easier schedule at this point in time. Um, sort of, kind of, to be honest.
Yeah,
Really
it's not.
interesting schedule coming up because we got Chelsea, of course, on Tuesday. We got Luton Town away, which Luton Town has made everybody.
Yeah, but can I put in really quickly? I
Yeah.
want to say, like, from the American Magpie YouTube channel, we
Mhm.
want to send our wishes to Lockhart.
Oh yeah. That is true. That is true. I forgot
I
about that. Yeah,
I forgot to mention that when we started. We want to send
yeah,
all our wishes to Luton Town
yeah.
and
From Luton
Lockhart.
Town. Yeah, yeah. No, 100%. That was a scary, scary thing. It looks like he is doing better. Just don't know 100%. We'll see what Luton says on their social media. That's the one place that you guys need to keep an eye on. Not people talking, not the tabloids, but Luton Town's official Twitter account. They should be updating with the real results, and
Yeah,
hopefully everything is good.
yeah,
Um,
but also this is not the first time it's happened.
to
He
him.
did for him. This is the second time it's happened.
Oh wow.
Like,
Yeah, he
because he did it in the playoff final.
Yeah, he might. It might be time. You know what I'm saying? It might be time to let it go, man. At some point, I know that sounds harsh, but at some
Yeah, but like
yeah,
we know you could also, like, why not get what Kirsten Ericsson has in?
yeah,
Because he doesn't have that bounty. He doesn't have that. If he does
right,
have that, he could probably can carry on playing. But maybe Luton Town don't want that because it's more insurance from.
yeah, yeah, 100%. All right, let's keep talking about
Yeah.
these. Oh, and I was talking about the schedule. Let me see. Let me pull
Yeah.
it up again. Oh man, where is it? I just let it go. Oh, there it is. So we got Luton Town, which people made things really impossible for him, for everybody. Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal. At the end of the day, though, they are still getting the results. So they made it difficult, but they still got the wins, and Liverpool tied. So I mean, it's not like Luton is winning, but they are making things difficult. So we just need to go out there and get it done. Ultimately, it's a must win. That's the thing. We don't need to be scared or afraid to say Newcastle, this is a must win game. You got to win it because that's
Mhm.
what big teams have, the pressure, and they sometimes with that pressure you might not play well, but regardless, having that heart of a champion, which means regardless of how you play, you still get the win, you still get the points, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
regardless.
Yeah.
So Luton is a good one. Then we got Nottingham Forest at home. That should be another feasible, easier match for us to get some points in the Premier League, because then we got Liverpool, and that's going to be a tough one at Anfield. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
going to be really tough. And then after that, we got my first ever derby, the
Mhm.
derby of the Northeast. You know what I mean? Sunderland versus Newcastle United.
Mhm.
Man, that's gonna be, boy.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta tell you something. If you can find a video of Newcastle versus at St James, it's different. Obviously it's at
mm,
the it's the team down the road. Obviously,
yeah.
but guess what we Newcastle fans call them? We call them the little team down the road.
That's in the Mackhams.
Yes, the Macrams.
Uh,
Yeah.
Jessica Noble says, should we do player ratings? Player ratings. Okay, I mean that would be nice. That would be interesting. We can do a little play. We can do a little game quickly and swiftly. We can start with Martin Dubravka. What are your thoughts on the? And actually, we need to add that. Let me write that down, man. We need to have a plan on these shows, because it looks like we just come on and just talk whatever. But if we're gonna do a post match reaction, we need to have some player rating. So let's start
Mhm.
with that. Dubravka, man, I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I don't think he was
Yeah, I
he
would
had
give
any
him an
issues.
8.
Oh,
He
there we go.
he was a little bit better. Yeah,
Yeah,
well, whenever like he was a little bit better. At least he was kicking it better. Like when he first played, he was kicking it out
right.
against. Like,
Yeah, and I think that we can go Livermento. I think he was really good, man. So I'm gonna
you
do an
know,
8. I'm gonna do an 8. I'm gonna do
I
an
would
8
agree
on
with
that
him
one.
8. Yeah,
And then Lascelles, I'm gonna do a 7.
7.5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fabian Schär, I mean, he was hurt, so just a
5.
plain,
Straight,
yeah, just
just
a
the
plain, okay,
5.
6. He was hurt. So then
Mhm.
Burn, I mean, it was acceptable. It was a nice match for him. I mean, you know, he scored a goal, so that's a big one. You got to give him some points there. So just I would have given him a 7, but with the goal,
Eight.
I'm gonna give him an 8. I'm gonna give him an
Yeah.
8 on that one. Sean Longstaff,
No,
I'll do
hang on.
7.
No, he was not playing left back. He was not playing right back.
Longstaff.
Who was? Hang on, I forgot the bloody lineup.
Yeah, so it was Dubravka,
Dubravka.
Livramento, Lascelles, Shar, Byrne, Guimaraes,
I,
Longstaff, Joe Linton, Callum Wilson, Almiron, and Anthony Gordon. So
yeah,
Longstaff was midfield on the right side of the midfield. Um, so
yeah,
we can do. I'll do a 7 points on Longstaff.
yeah, I agree as well.
When you go forward, you got Callum Wilson. I don't think he played great, so I'm just gonna keep it at 6.5. That's kind of low, really, but yeah, I mean, I'll
Yeah,
just keep it at that.
yeah.
And then Anthony Gordon, to me, he was a 7.5. Not great, not amazing, but still got the job done. What about you?
Anthony Gordon, I'll give him an 8.
Okay, so I'm gonna if Miguel Almiron, he was good. He had the goal, finally scored. So I'm gonna do an 8.5 on that one.
9. Could it was like it was one of those things like he got fouled at the end of it as well. I thought, oh god,
Yeah,
wasn't.
that is true. So yeah, that is your points. Actually, we'll do some of the subs. Emil
Yeah,
Kraft coming on
Emil
for
Kraft.
Shar. I think he was
He kept the
great.
clean sheet. That's the bit.
Yeah, so 8 points for him because he had to come in cold, 14 minutes. You know, in defensive line, it's pretty tough. So Lewis Miley, I mean, he's got to be
The 10.
for everything that's involved. You know, you got to say really high. So I'm gonna give him a 9.
I'll give him a
Um,
10
yeah,
because
I'm a tough judge. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You can say I'm a tough judge.
but obviously the reason I'm giving him a 10, he is a local lad. Like
Yeah, no,
he's
yeah,
17.
100%. And his
He's 7.
first goal as well. So yeah, 9.5, 9.5.
Yeah, and also, but obviously him scoring his first goal,
Yeah.
it had like everybody says if you're a Newcastle player and you're a local lad or local lass, if the person James is, the if it's your first game, your first game, you want to score your first goal in the Gallagher Den because that's the most famous end of St James, and he did that.
Yeah, he did that. So yeah, 9.5 for me.
10.
Lewis Hall, I didn't even, to be honest with you, I didn't even know he was in there for like he just was very. Yeah, I'll just do 6 points. I don't think he's
Yeah,
been given a lot of time. He can't do nothing in 6 minutes or 10 minutes that he was on the
yeah.
pitch.
I just give him a standard 5.
Yeah, Sven Votman coming on as well. I'm gonna do 6 as well because I
5
mean
as well because he's
84th minute, not much going on. Matt Ritchie, 84th minute. So yeah, I'm gonna do 6 as
5.
well. I mean,
5.
yeah. All these guys just came on at the end. That's nice. Thank you, Jessica, for letting us know about
Yeah,
the player rating. That's amazing. She says Dan Burn get a 10 out of 10. Almiron get a 9. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Jessica Novel says also let's all agree that we definitely need that Tonali back ASAP. Yeah, I mean 100%. You know, we
just
like to have. Here's the thing that I think that we just need to have depth. We need to have a longer squad and better quality players. You know, I mean, these guys are nice. These guys know how to play, but if we want to compete for more bigger stuff, bigger things, we need to get other types of players, and have a longer squad. And you know what I mean. That way, it works. It just simply works. No matter what, no matter who gets hurt, because under Eddie Howe, you can see that the players listen to him. The players actually do what he wants on the pitch. So it would be amazing if he actually had a squad of players that didn't get hurt. And imagine, I mean, it would be like one coming out and the other one coming in and just like nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
um,
Jessica, just let you know, like he can't come back until August.
oh yeah,
That's
August of next year. Imagine
yes.
that. August of next year,
Just,
unbelievable.
just, just think it's not long till next year. That's
No, it's not, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still like plus 8 months plus
well,
eight, nine, almost 9 months.
it'd be it's actually just work out. It'd be 5 months because obviously in
August.
May, after May, 25 months until August.
Oh yeah, that is. There's no nothing. So yeah, I get that. I get that. Now, well, I'm just now that you said it, I thought about it. Is that how it's gonna be, or are they gonna count just like
It's
playable match,
no,
playable
because
months?
remember what's his name? Ivan Tony.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
He's back. He's back in training now with the team.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Um, all right, so yeah, we did the player ratings. That was amazing. That was, to be honest with you though, what else can you talk about? Then we can look at the table real quick, and let me know in the comment sections what
I
your
think
thoughts
we're
are.
seventh.
Right now we're sixth because
Oh,
Manchester
oh,
United tied. So
oh,
Manchester United
yeah.
tying, that was a big deal. At least we got that, positive. I was really hoping for Liverpool to beat them because then we would have been 2
Yeah.
points over. But right now we're six, still in the mix. Very, very much in the mix. I love it. This is what I'm saying. Like, because if we would have lost, for some odd reason, we would be right now 26 points. We would be ninth.
Oh my God.
Or ninth or
Jesus.
eighth, depending. You see what I'm saying? Like, because that's what I'm saying. And the loss against Everton cost us. The loss against, because if we would have won against Everton, I believe we would have been in that mix as well. Because I think Man United lost. They beat Chelsea. That's for the Tottenham game, I believe, in that same week. So regardless, I remember that we should have won something. It was a must win against Everton. We didn't win it, and this happens. We're
Yeah,
still seventh,
we
eighth.
yeah
You know what I
we
mean?
would if we won against Everton, we would be ahead of City.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. That is
uh,
crazy. Exactly.
also,
That's 100%. That's it. That's the exact same way I looked at it. Like, you can't. And I understand. Listen, nobody gets a trophy for this stuff. But regardless, your players' morals is up. You know what I mean? Because look at you, Newcastle above City, above Tottenham, above United, Manchester United. So like, it will be great, and we cannot underestimate. And to be honest with you, I said it. You can do it for the mental thing. It's good looking at yourself when you're high in the table, but also most importantly because of the obvious reason, to get points, because you got to beat Everton. You've got to beat Luton Town this weekend. You've got to beat Fulham. If you don't beat those guys, you know what I mean, then you're going to be really in the world of hurt, because you have to beat Arsenal, you have to beat Liverpool, you have to beat Manchester City, who are still tough. You still got to go head to head with Aston Villa away. That's going to be tough because both of these teams, it's a, again, Tottenham and Aston Villa and Manchester United. Those are our competition in this league. Those teams, we look eye to eye, and those are the teams that we compete with 100%. You know what I mean? Again, for the fourth, fifth, sixth spot. Wherever we finish, that's going to be, I think six is, you said the Conference League, or no?
no, no,
Or is that Europa League?
hang on, no, sixth and seventh, but all depends on what happens with the other teams in Europe in the English leagues.
Well,
With the,
yeah,
with the,
but for the just to keep it simple, I think there's
and
one through
no,
four Champions
no,
League.
so 1 to 4 is Champions League, fifth place is Europa,
I think six as well.
sixth is no, six, no, 15th, fifth, no, sixth. You have to do a qualifier for the
Okay, six, you gotta
Europa.
go to qualifier. But I mean, still,
Then
we get a chance.
then seventh
I don't
is
think seventh is
conference.
anything. Conference League. Yeah, that could be. Uh, but yeah, I mean, but still, regardless, that's the mix, right? That's where we're at, and that's what we should be focusing on. So yeah, 100%, man. Manchester City, they're fourth right now, but you can't really trust that, because I don't believe that they just are a machine that turn it on and off. But at the end of the day, they still have great players, and you know, I would assume that they're going to eventually come up. They got 34 points. They're actually 4 points away from Aston Villa right now, which is crazy. Because you see the little gap right there. And again, with this season, we just never know. It might just be for the fourth, fifth, sixth spot. It might be a race between Tottenham, Newcastle, Manchester United, and Manchester City. You just never know. That team could change at any time. But regardless, we got to win our must-win matches in Luton Town this weekend.
Yeah,
We need to shift the our thought process to that after tomorrow, after the
yeah,
Chelsea match.
but also City's got something else to concentrate on as well.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
the club World Cup.
Manchester City, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And tomorrow, I mean Tuesday is going to be a tough match because
Hmm.
Chelsea, they don't have nothing to play for. They don't have no European football. They don't
Hmm.
have, more than likely, Pochettino knows that they're not going to climb up to European football again. And so what they have to look for is the Carabao Cup.
Hmm.
They're really, you know what I mean, and trying to finish as high as possible. I know that's for Chelsea fans, that's whatever, but at the end of the day, I think that this match against Chelsea, this is the one team they are focused on this Carabao Cup. I think that Pochettino believes that if they get a title, it's gonna soften a lot of the issues that they have going on right now. And it might well be. It might well be. So Newcastle is gonna be, we're gonna talk about it more tomorrow. Um, I don't think when we do the preview, myself, I don't really get into the. I do say what the lineup I think is going to be, and also what the lineup I would put, but
Yeah.
it really doesn't. It doesn't change much, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
I, yeah, I got a feeling Karius might get his shot,
Oh man.
and
Maybe, hopefully he doesn't have flashbacks from that
yeah.
Liverpool match. But
Hmm.
yeah, man, he was terrific. By the way, big up to everybody that's watching right now, and also um that was watching the watch along. It was crazy. It was really nice. Over 200 people on that one, so it was great. So I
That's actually
appreciate it.
quite that's quite good actually, Len.
Yeah, that was good, man, for a watch along at least, because you got um a lot of channels that do it. Listen, when it comes to this content, this Newcastle content, really though, like the type that we do, which we do previews, watch alongs, post match reactions, we do video blogs, we do shorts from the stadium, and my guy Lewis
Yeah.
takes those shots. And I think that the tune review is the only one that does it, and they are big now. They really turned their
Yeah.
year on fire.
I tell you who's a bigger one in the tune review. It's Newcastle Fans TV.
Well, yeah, Newcastle fans TV is big, but I don't think they got a lot of subscribers, but I don't think they're really big on. They don't really stream a lot.
No,
Like
they don't. To be fair, they don't. They don't stream the games because to do videos for the games when they go there, like Lee, who's the main, because they do. They go to every home game. They go to every away game. They go, if they
yeah,
can, they go to every women's game as well.
yeah, that is true. So they really do a lot of everything Newcastle, basically,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
women's. Which actually I've been thinking about getting involved as well in the women's.
yeah.
In the
I just
women's.
think the women were playing Sunday today for you, yesterday for me, and they
Yeah,
beat AFC File 11-3.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Newcastle
I,
women won 11-3.
I might get involved in that women's team. I really love how women's sport is growing, and of course, I do want to support
Yeah.
the lasses. And
Hmm.
we need to have members for this channel, like somebody that that goes out and films stuff for that lives there. Unfortunately, I live in the United States. I can't do
Yeah.
much of that, but
I, as I
we-
do, I was trying my best to get the videos for you, you know.
yeah. No, I know, I get it, I get it. We need to have, like, well, Newcastle Fans TV. They got a lot of people, that are involved in there. So
Mhm.
that's one of the things that really helps a lot. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for that watch along. It was really nice for the channel, because you know it was a lot of people watching, and to be fair with you, it felt good. I felt like we were entertaining people. That was a big deal. And so at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters at this point. So big up everybody. I'm gonna call this one off right now.
Yeah,
Smash the like
I'm
button.
going to head to bed.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and
No,
smash the
no
like
problem. I'll
button.
stay on to the end because not that long.
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody thank you so much. Subscribe if you're new. Smash the like button. And again, I will be live tomorrow around this time. Probably going to be 11:30 p.m. UK time to 12:30 or something like that. Maybe, hopefully. Um, Actually, tomorrow it depends because I got Top FC TV as well, the podcast. So we'll see. And but yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. That way you know when we're coming up. It tells you 30 minutes before, 15 minutes before, and it tells you when we go live as well. I appreciate everybody commenting. Jessica, Stu MC, Newcastle Stand, um, everybody, man. Lewis, thank you for coming on the chat, bro.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
I got like a white screen just on my TV for a bit of light.
That is true. That is true. Everybody, big up to yourself, man. Thank you so much. If you are Magpie, if you got you must have Magpie friends, Newcastle friends everywhere. Share this channel with them and have them subscribe. It means the world to us. So
I tell one of my friends at the Nottingham game about the channel.
Yeah. All right. Big up to you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
No problem. Good night.